Hey, it's Brian Soscia, and the interview with Randy Orton. The audio, got to be honest, is a little rough. We tried to fix it up. The connection was weird, but it is a great interview. I hope you enjoy checking it out as much as I enjoy doing these things. If you want to tweet me at the Brian Soscia, that's TheBrianSoscia. Enjoy the interview. It's Brian Soscia, another WWE exclusive. This time, Randy Orton. He's going to be in 12 Rounds 2 Reloaded. Hit shelves today. It's going to be a great movie. Straight to DVD, Blu-ray. You can pick it up. And, you know, the women go nuts for this guy.
You're the chick magnet.
Yeah, right, I guess. Randy Orton, man. How's it going?
I'm great, Brian. Fabulous, in fact. But just on a side note, I'd like to congratulate the chick magnets on their return to the ring. So they returned, and they left.
I'm glad that you're keeping track of that. I appreciate you congratulating us. I want to congratulate you, though, man. 12 Rounds 2 Reloaded, going to be huge DVD release out today, Blu-ray and DVD. You play Nick Malloy. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah. I play Nick Malloy, EMT, happily married. Basically, an accident goes down early in the film, kind of out of nowhere. I'm on scene, so I'm the first one there with any paramedic experience, and I'm not able to save everybody. And this results in the husband of his wife who dies, he gets, I think a little upset with me and the other people who he believes are the cause of his wife's death. And some time passes. And he sets up this game that he has us all playing. And basically, I'm constantly trying to get from one parking lot to a hotel to another place, a different before this bomb blows up, before this person's drowned or this guy's buried alive. So there's a constant motivation, like high stakes. Every scene is high stakes. I think I pulled it off, Brian.
Randy, you talk about the stakes being high. I kind of want to talk about your wrestling career for the people that, for some reason, don't know Randy Orton. You've had a great career, youngest heavyweight champion. I believe you're 24 years old. You were a kid when you came in. You've grown into a man now. What do you think the difference is coming straight from your mouth? Randy Orton as a kid to Randy Orton as, well, pretty much an adult now.
Well, I guess when I started, I wasn't as responsible as I am now. I'm a father now, and I think with that came a lot of that responsibility. I have a family to take care of and a family to look out for. So, I have to put them first. Before I was married, before I became a father, I really thought I was invincible, like I think most guys in their early 20s are. But a couple humbling experiences, and here I am. But, I think the biggest difference is that I'm a little bit more mature. Still a kid at heart, but, I think twice before I make every decision now. And I know that every decision I make could impact my daughter.
No, definitely. And that, like you said, comes with age. I totally agree with you on that. But I've heard, I don't know if this is true, I've heard you actually sometimes travel with your family, and I heard you don't do it like a normal guy does. You have an RV.
Well, yeah, it's not an RV. It's actually, they call them star coaches. It's like a 50-foot bus. It's got the kitchen and the bunk and the king-size bed in the back with the Wi-Fi and the satellite. It's after being on the road a decade, driving 800,000 miles a week. I thought, what? Now that I can afford it, I'm going to treat myself. A couple of us do it. Seeing a big show, Triple H, Undertaker had a bus. Punk has a bus. Mysterio had a bus. So when guys get to a point in their career where they feel, that they deserve it, if they can do it, they do it, man. And I think it's longevity-wise, it's going to put another 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe even more years on my career. Much easier.
I'm sorry, Randy. I didn't mean to cut you off. Do you think that a lot of guys you said are doing it? Do you think it's going to become more the norm now, where at some point, years down the road, guys are going to come in and say, you know what, I'm going to come in and wrestle for WWE, but I need an RV. You think that'll ever happen?
Not a chance. No.
Well, look.
Chance.
Now, here's the thing. You talk about, lengthwise in your career, putting years onto it, traveling like that. What are you? You're like, what, just turned 33, I think?
Just turned 33.
You're still young. You're a young man, but, it puts years on your body what you do. I wonder how much longer you think you have left. How much gas do you have in your tank?
You know what? I think the tank's still pretty much full. What I try to do is every couple months take a weekend off. Sometimes, time will just fly by, and before you know it, you haven't had a day off, or, really a good night's sleep in a long time, and your body needs that. Your mind needs that, and when you got a family, you gotta find, a week here and there, throughout the year where you can just hang up the boots and be a dad, be a husband, and not be traveling the world and be this WWE superstar. Everybody needs that.
No, yeah, definitely. I agree 100%. You got to have some of your own life, be able to breathe a little bit. I also want to talk about, I don't know how true this was, but a year or so ago, before 12 Rounds 2 Reloaded came out, there was a rumor that you were stated that you were going to be in the Marine, and there were some problems. Now, I remember you tweeting about this when it came out. People have certain thoughts on what happened. I really want you to clear the air with everybody what happened with your military time, so people won't just keep talking trash the way they do.
Well, I've done so many interviews where I've openly talked about it, and basically what it boiled down to, more or less, is that I wasn't really cut out to take orders. I think that, I have some entitlement issues and maybe narcissistic tendencies, and Marines can't have those things. So when I had people barking orders at me that were 2 feet shorter, 3 years younger, I just, it was hard for me to look at them seriously. So I took a little heat when I was there, took a little flack. But, I respect those guys to the fullest, of course.
No, definitely. And I really do appreciate the honesty on that.
Yeah, no, well, why not shoot straight? And I have before with that, but I think that the best way to answer that question is I just wasn't cut out to be a Marine.
That's a good, honest answer there.
Yeah,
but, it is what it is. You're cut out to be a WWE superstar, and you're killing it out there. You've had matches with a lot of the top guys, Hulk Hogan being one. How do you rate Hulk Hogan? Your time in the ring, what was that like?
Oh, it was great. It's magical with him. Guys that are over like that. Who gets the chance to be in there with someone that well known? And even though I think he had a hard time moving around, it didn't matter. That's how powerful that brand is, and he showed it back in 2005, I think it was.
Yeah, and it was a great match. I know you got to get going. I got 2 more quick questions for you. One, a lot of people wondering on social media, all kinds of questions. A guy came in with R.N.N, which I was a big fan of too, the Randy News Network. Was that your idea? That was awesome.
No, it wasn't. I think what happened there? Yeah, I hurt my shoulder early on after my debut. I dislocated it. That's when I had the first dislocation, and to keep me on TV, because I just debuted, so it's like I didn't want to go away for 4 or 5 months and then come back like, hey, who's that guy? They wanted to keep me on TV, and that's how they did it. I got a lot of heat too.
Oh, it was so, just like fun to watch. And another thing, I don't know if it's fun to watch, but some people on social media talking about it. I'm a totally heterosexual guy, and I notice this. I feel even weird about it. You're always wearing tights, like showing your legs off backstage with a shirt or whatever. You're never just wearing jeans. Why is that?
I'm always ready to go. I know a lot of guys will have the warm-ups on. I just never, I'm old school at heart, I think, and you can ask a lot of the guys, and they'll tell you that too, for lots of reasons. But I don't have a problem throwing on a Randy Orton, Apex Predator T-shirt and having my trunks on to do those interviews. That's normal for me. I'm a professional wrestler. That's what I wear in the ring.
I agree. I think the chicks enjoy that too as well. So good for you. They love you. I know you're married, but that's got to feel good.
Yeah.
All right, man. Last thing. Now this comes from social media. He begged that I mention his name at WWE J Cena wants to know, and I agree. That's a good question. What match do you feel kind of took you to the next level? Kind of, I guess your flashpoint, I like to call it, in your career.
Oh, hands down, me versus Mick Foley, hardcore match. In Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Yeah, it was a Backlash, April of 2003. It's a match where I landed on the thumbtacks.
Yeah, you're never going to forget that one.
No. We were just there last week, actually, same arena, and I remember seeing the locker room where Ric Flair helped me pull the thumbtacks out of my back and put rubbing alcohol on my back so I wouldn't get an infection.
Oh, my God, that's crazy.
Definitely the turning point of my career. I think the fans realized that I was definitely a contender.
Well, Randy, I don't know how many people can say the turning point of their career or lives would be with thumbtacks in their back. Only you. That's something you can lay claim to. Bro, listen, I really appreciate you taking the time to call in. And 12 Rounds 2 Reloaded hit shelves today. It's an action-packed thriller. It's going to be awesome. And I wish you a lot of luck with the movie career if you decide to do that. And, of course, with your wrestling career. Continued success and be safe, man.
Thanks, Brian. You too, man. Good luck with you and everything you got going on.
Thank you, Randy. I appreciate you visiting with us.
You too, buddy. Bye.
Thanks. See ya.